This year we deliberately reduced it to 12,000. We said some towns not to come, not because there's not a desire to bless them, but it's quite a challenge managing 18,000 women who want to cause a stampede. But it's such a great honor to serve these women.
Joy on their faces and dance steps to match the music from the band, the women march out to receive the clothes and money as they express gratitude to God.
This is my first time of coming here, and I thank Pastor and Mrs. Ashimolowo for this occasion, for the gifts given to us. I'm very happy, and God will bless them. God will enrich their pockets.
Other participants are the empowerment program call on the government and private citizens to join in meeting the needs of the less privileged.
If people that are blessed will take you from this, Nigeria will be better off. The people, that means they will feel loved and remembered, and it keeps their hope alive.
Pastor Shimolawa also seizes the opportunity to discuss matters of national importance.
Our systems are very tiny. So in Nigeria, we have big men and small systems. If we can develop big systems and good leadership, we wouldn't even give the monkeys who becomes the president, whether he's from the north, the south, the east, or the west. Geography does not produce leadership. It is content that produces leadership.
12,000 widows in total have received gifts here, but there is still to come. As Pastor Shimolawa says, the exercise will spread to other parts of the country.
Up north, the Governor Aminu Masari of Katsina State has restated his administration's commitment in developing rural communities in the state. The governor was speaking during the commissioning of the Maraba Sayaya Mazoji Tasha Iche Road in Matazu local government area of the state. And in Imo State, 3 communities in Isialambano local government area have some reprieve as the federal government officially flags off the construction of a 6.5-kilometer NDDC road project with several other communities.
The people of Matazu and Musa local government areas of Katsina State jubilate over what they say is the fulfillment of a promise made by Governor Aminu Masari during the 2015 campaign. It may look like a political campaign, but it is actually the flag-off of the newly completed Mararaba Sayaya Road, which has been in disrepair for years. After the commissioning of the road, Governor Masari tells his people how important it is for government to develop the state.
People, development will not take place until roads are either repaired or constructed. I want you to understand that roads are essential for the smooth running of our lives. Road projects are responsible for rolling back hunger in this century, which will pave way for food and other necessities to come into our communities at a low cost.
The 24-kilometer road project, according to the state government, is to help open up the rural communities.
It is 24 kilometers in length, and it's one of the inherited projects by this administration. And of course, when you look at the importance of roads, when you look at it in the rural dwellers, that is rural community, the importance of road cannot be overemphasized because it often adds to many farmers, and of course we have two oceans or rivers on that very road.
It is a similar situation in Imo State, where the construction of a 6.5-kilometer NDDC road in Isialambano local government area by the Niger Delta Development Commission is being flagged off.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
The NDDC chairman, who is represented by the senator representing Imo North Senatorial District, commends the federal government's intervention.
Observe the official flag-off of the construction of sections of this road that leads from Amarago to Umumpo to Amanduba, and are here to appreciate the good work of the federal government of Nigeria.
For the beneficiaries of the road projects, it is part of the fulfillment of promises made to them by the federal and state governments over the years, but there may still be more to be done.
Staying with development, internally displaced persons from Bakassi local government area of Cross River State appear to be rising above their challenges, taking up farming as a means of livelihood. According to IDPs who were originally fishermen, they now have mastered the skills of farming and are eking out a living, no matter how little. Our special report tonight examines the plea for government support to engage in mechanized farming, which will guarantee more yield.
Tough times don't last, only tough people do, is one cliche that best describes the plight of the internally displaced persons of Bakassi, who now have their sights on agriculture. Their temporal place of abode suggests they may have struggles if they keep looking to the waters for livelihood. So while awaiting their permanent resettlement by government, they have to travel some distance to make a living. The journey to their farmland, which sits on the 30 hectares of land, is about an hour on foot and a little above 20 minutes by a motorcycle or a vehicle. The IDPs are into mixed farming of various crops such as vegetables, pepper, garden eggs, tomatoes, pineapple, pawpaw, cucumber, yam, piggery, among others, all of which they do manually. According to them, the business is at the moment not profitable, as buyers come directly to the farm to purchase the crops at a giveaway rate following the bad nature of the road.
We see how to help those our poor women. It is our youth have been engaged themselves in different skills, going to render service to people, labor as a people farm, also struggling in any kind of work so that they will be able to sustain on their own. But this one, as a leader, I'm involved directly, is to see how to sustain the life of our mothers and our grandfathers.
Another major challenge confronting the farmers is lack of access to machines, pesticides, and fertilizers to enable better yield.
I want the federal government to help these displaced people of Bakassi. They have shown that no matter what they grew up with, as farmers, as fishermen, they have diverted into field farming.
Their daily harvests are usually brought together, preyed upon, and after which the produce is opened to willing buyers who visit the farm.
The way we have come to see farming is very, very interesting because, we are now swimming in another area of using our hands again to get things from the soil directly. As fishermen, we were all along moving every day on the sea. But we didn't believe that one day we can come and then do something like this. But now that we have come to do it, we enjoy it.
Away from the farm premises, the displaced persons make merry together at a proposed site by UN for their resettlement, after which they depart to do other jobs for their host community to earn cash. It is hoped that this step by the Bakassi IDPs towards redefining their future will be encouraged by governments at all levels to give these ones a sense of belonging following their displacement. Imani Ode, Channels Television News.
The days of sending medical samples from Nasarawa State to Irua in Edo State will soon be over as a world-class disease prevention and control center is underway. The center, worth over 1 billion naira, is a collaboration between the Nasarawa State government and the University of Maryland through the Institute for Human Virology of Nigeria.
Early
Early diagnosis enables prompt treatment of victims during viral disease outbreaks. Unfortunately, for many years, health personnel in Nasarawa State have had to grapple with the absence of a disease control facility, which will enable them to attend to victims as quickly as desired. With the existence of just few of such centers across the country, they've had to wait for longer days to identify patients who come down with any suspected viral disease. Nasarawa State, which is Lassa fever endemic in the last 3 years, have recorded over 200 suspected cases, out of which 33 came out positive and 8 lives were lost. Medical investigations revealed that the lives were lost as a result of the lag time of sending samples back and forth.
A lot of times you lose a lot of patients because of the certainty, the time that it will take between when the patient comes to the hospital, when you suspect he has Lassa fever, and you have to wait for the results. Although we are allowed to commence treatment before the result come back, but you always want to know that what exactly are you dealing with. So we have to be taking the samples to far away places that it will take days for us to get.
This challenge prompted the construction of a disease prevention and control center of international standard by the Nasarawa state government in partnership with the University of Maryland through the Institute for Human Virology of Nigeria. Doctors confirm that the center has 3 components sufficient to cater for all viral cases.
It's going to have 3 components in it, and one is a diagnostic lab, which is going to be basically virology, especially all the viral hemorrhagic diseases like Lassa fever, yellow fever, and even Ebola. And we also have an isolation center where we'll be treating cases that are highly infectious like Lassa fever and other highly infectious diseases, and also have embedded in that same structure an epidemiological unit.
For Governor Tanko Almakura, the facility will be beneficial to the entire country.
With the support that we are getting from the Center for Disease Control, we will make this center one of its kind that could be a one-stop center that will investigate virtually all kinds of very sensitive outbreaks.
The Disease Prevention and Control Center, the government say, will be furnished with the state-of-the-art equipment to become the best in West Africa. It will also help greatly in reducing time of viral disease diagnosis from days to hours. In addition, create a platform for research and vaccine formulation.
And now to the arts. 7 young contemporary artists display their creativity on issues affecting their environment in an exhibition tagged Tales from Within. Art Review tonight shows some of the best works the continent has to offer.
These are 7 young contemporary artists anxious to take on the world with their fresh ideas. Akintayo Akintobi, Gabriel Omonie, Kristen Allison, Ikechukwu Ezegwe, Emmanuel Eweje, Daniel Ajayi, and David Olatoye show the audience the creative genius in this Tales from Within, an exhibition of paintings, drawing, and mixed media.
Tales from Within is all about different ideas, different expression from innermost mind, from your depth. So bringing it to the within, the presence, so that people can visualize it with a fantastic art work.
The crowd has come to see the varied pieces done by these youngsters who combine the African traditional art with modern concepts.
This work is trying to drive a thought and a message towards leaders who have the intention to mismanage the public fund. If you look very well, it's titled. If you look at the top, it's titled "Wanted" for embezzlement of public fund. Reward $8,000. So the whole idea is to communicate and to advocate for good and credible government.
Some of them look at the female gender using either mixed media or canvas or acrylic on textured canvas.
As a human, we have lots of emotions boiled down within us. and most of them, people don't like to reveal them, especially if they are the ones that are quite not revealing. Like the act of probably you being sad, you being cheated, you being vulnerable, stuff like that. This piece is actually talking about a lady who has a lot of emotions within her, but she's trying to hide it. She's trying to hold it within. That's why she's using the marks. Because with the marks, you'll not be able to recognize the person expressing these emotions, since they are the emotions that she is not really comfortable with, like the fact of being sad and the fact of maybe liking money and all those stuff.
While the others approach their pieces from different perspectives.
The title of this work is My Faith Looks Up Today. It's actually a religious title. I just title it My Faith Looks Up Today because in any situation we are as human beings, God just needs our faith alone. This work is just trying to caption the sentence of faith works. Faith is the evidence of sin or sin, the substance of sin or sin, and the evidence of sin just to be convinced that okay, there's something, you're expecting something from God and it will happen. So this work is like you're looking at the picture of a young man looking up to God. He has been faced with different calamities, but when he looks up to God, he's assured that okay, God will answer his prayer and everything will be smooth.
The art community will be expecting them to be even better the next time they exhibit.
Still ahead on the news at 10, federal government describes as fake news the order of arrest on President of the Nigeria Football Federation, Amaju Pinnick, on allegations of corruption by President Buhari. That's on Sports News. Stay with us.